Hey, how's it going? Today we're going to have a quick talk about the Macallan Sienna, the third in the 1824 series. Macallan's new, not really new anymore, non-age statement whiskies. I believe this is the equivalent of a 15-year and the previous core range. These are the two that precede it, gold and amber. So, these are kind of rated by the color instead. The darker they get, the more premium, more expensive, and I guess more strong they are. This one is 43%, unlike the other two, which are 40%, and is actually Sienna in color. Let's see if you can kind of see that. It is a bit of a departure from the previous two in terms of taste. Definitely a departure. The last two are quite light. Dare I say fruity. This is not light. This is not a beginner's whiskey. This is not a crowd pleaser. This is a big whiskey, big heavy whiskey, but eminently drinkable, and especially it gets better. Like, you have a few drams of it, your palate acclimatizes. It really opens up. It's about 60 pounds, and for that I'm giving it 3 out of 5, as I feel it's a little bit too much for what you're getting, but it doesn't really appeal to my taste preferences. I'm not really this isn't really my style of whiskey. On the nose, you get a big nose. It just basically it sears you. You know it's a strong one before you've even tried it. There's a kind of a more exaggerated flavor, essence, can I say essence, of figs and raisins, dried fruit, cinnamon, allspice, vanilla, just everything amped up. It's like the previous ones on steroids. There's also that floral note, which is more orange than lemon, and it is pretty pronounced. Despite the alcohol on the nose, you can still pick up quite a lot of that stuff. Once it hits your palate, it's very rich, which is pretty good. I like that. Even though it's not my style of whiskey, you've got to respect it for being audacious or bodacious or ballsy or whatever word you want to use. There's the classic kind of Speyside butterscotch thing going on there. It arrives on your tongue like a comet hitting the surface of the earth, an asteroid. It's great. It's just like amazing. It's maybe not a good one to start drinking, to start the night on. You may want to have desensitized your tongue a little because it's pretty heavy. You get the honey and vanilla notes, followed by that, kind of that citrus kick, which is, as I say, more orange than lemon. And yeah, the spiciness is there, the allspice, cinnamon, maybe some nutmeg, and smoke, but not peat smoke. You breathe out for a few seconds and you are smog, but with better breath. It's pretty damn good. The finish is great, long and ample. The vanilla sits around for ages, and the orange kind of fades to a less distinct citrus flavor. And then it just leaves you with the butterscotch and the warmth that was the butterscotch. And that really does sit around for quite a while. It's a very warming whiskey. So, yeah, it knows what it is. Doesn't want to be anything else. So I would say, value for money, not so much, but that's my personal preference. It's a good whiskey. I think your kind of hardcore whiskey drinkers are probably going to enjoy it. There's guys who kind of drink the cask strength stuff on a regular basis are going to appreciate this sort of thing. It's not something I'd give to a beginner. Nope, definitely not. But it is something I'd give to a whiskey fan, especially someone who likes the heavier ones and the cask strength ones, as I think it's got quite a lot of character. And hey, even if you have no taste buds, you'll be able to taste this. This is definitely something. Subtlety, no. Well, I suppose there is subtlety, but there's also just pure flavor, exaggerated flavor. So all in all, nice whiskey, not my cup of tea, or cup of tea? Well, not my dram of choice. I enjoyed it very much. I would not buy it for 60 pounds. I would not buy it again. I would buy 2 bottles of the gold instead, which is 30 pounds or thereabouts. So yes, get a taster. If you're into the big ones, you probably owe it to yourself to give this one a go. All in all, again, Macallan, they know what they're doing. It's a very complex and delicious malt, and hopefully this has been some use to you. I'm going to eventually finish this bottle, but not nearly as fast as I will be finishing some of the other ones. Well done, Macallan, and enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you're up to.